Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. Today is another cook-along, and we are making quinoa chicken soup. And last week I made, what did I make? The Mexican quinoa chicken bowl, whatever. And so I have leftover quinoa, I have leftover chicken, and so we're going to make this soup. So I'm on Pinterest, and this time we're gonna follow the directions. We're gonna follow the recipe pretty much to the T. Instead of just kind of jumping around and throwing things in, we're going to follow a recipe today. So it's called chicken quinoa soup, and look for that, and then look for this recipe, quinoa, celery, carrots. That's the one we're following, okay? So we have prepped already some garlic, celery, onions, carrots. Those are just baby carrots that I had in the fridge that I snacked on. I didn't buy another bag of carrots just for this. The leftover chicken, it's 2 cups of chicken, the quinoa, olive oil, bay leaves. It calls for thyme, but I don't have thyme, but I have poultry seasoning, which has thyme in it, and I think that'll just add more flavor anyway. And then we have salt and pepper and chicken broth. It calls for 8 cups of chicken broth. So I bought a carton, which is 4, and I bought a can, I think that's 2, and I thought I had another can in the pantry, and I don't. So I'm gonna have to add some water to it, so the extra seasoning will make up the difference, hopefully, for that. Alrighty then. So I'm going to set you down right here. So, sorry, let me make some room for the camera. Okay. Okay, great. So I should have had that heating, shouldn't I? Okay, whatever. So the first thing we need to do, obviously, is heat the pan. And it says, okay, I should have had this all pulled up and ready. Okay, in a large stock pot, heat the oil over medium heat. Okay, so the pan is heating, and it calls for 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And bring everything over here. Okay. Still not quite hot yet. And let me just bring everything over here. Quinoa and the veg. Okay. Okay, 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And this is what's less dribbles of this garlic olive oil that I brought from Italy. So that'll just add some more flavor. And I think we're going back to Italy again in November. Super duper excited. Same crew is going. We traveled very well together, so we're excited about that. And last time we went to Florence and down the coast to Amalfi and Sorrento. And this time we're going to do Venice and Pompeii. And then there's still so much to do in Rome that we didn't even touch. I mean, Rome is just, it's an amazing, amazing city. I just loved it so much. And we only touched the tip of the iceberg. One of the couples that we go with, between her and her boyfriend and her children, Evelyn has been to Rome. Well, I think this is going to be her 20th trip, if I'm not mistaken, at least 18 to 20. And every time there's always something new to see because you just can't see all of Rome in a week or 10 days. It's just, it's breathtaking. Okay. All right. Where are we at here? Okay. So then, add the onion, carrot, celery, garlic, bay leaf, and thyme, and cook. Okay. So we're just going to add all the aromatics and let that saute for a minute. So I'm going to have to break this video up, which I haven't done in a while, so hopefully it'll work. So this called for 2 celery ribs, 2 large carrots. Like I said, I just had a bunch of baby carrots, so I chopped up some baby carrots. And 1 yellow onion. And actually, my onion was quite large, so I didn't use the whole onion. But I think that looks okay. So we're just going to saute this for a few minutes. And if you're on our wax channel watcher, like with me and Kim, we're still going forward with, you know, our friends meet up in Dallas in April. And I can't remember, I think it's the weekend of the 12th and 13th of April. And once again, it is not by invitation. Everybody is welcome. YouTubers, subscribers, vendors, friends of all of the above. If you want to come and bring a friend, bring a friend. The more the merrier. Just come one, come all. And I think hopefully we'll get somebody to come. And if not, me, Kim, and Shar from Shar Sense. Shar lives in Dallas, so we'll get together with Shar and we'll just have a good time. But and I know, I'm pretty sure Angela from My Clothes Smell Like Candles, she's going to be there. She thinks she's going to be there. So, and then there's some folks that are not too far away in Oklahoma. Maybe they can make it. And San Antonio, Candle Hoarder, I think she's going to make it. So hopefully we'll get some people and just kind of hang out and have some fun. So we're really, really looking forward to that. And then I have a whole list of things to do with Kim when she's here in Houston. The list is actually too long. We have to narrow it down. I know for sure on the list is BYOB Bingo. Yes, ma'am. We're going to go to bingo. Wouldn't that be cool if we won? That would be fun. Then we like, drinks are on us. Okay, so that I'm going to let go another little minute. So after we do that, oh, I forgot the air mat. Okay. Okay, so let's see. One bay. Oh, that was 2 to 3 garlic cloves. My garlic cloves were small, so I added 3 garlic cloves. Calls for 1 bay leaf, but I'm going to add 2. I'm going to add 2. And it calls for 1½ teaspoons of dried thyme, but I'm going to use this poultry mix. I think it'll be fine. I don't think it's going to ruin anything. And Kim is getting ready to go to Maui, so that's really fun. I've never been to Hawaii, but I'd like to go. And because I'm going to add extra seasoning, just because I'm losing some of the chicken stock flavor because I made an error there. Oh, that smells good already. That poultry seasoning really just bumped everything up. Okay. Stirring occasionally until the vegetables are softened. About 5 minutes. So I guess we're almost there. So what else is on the list for Kim to do? I'm going to take her out for some crawfish and beer. That's a really popular thing here to do in Houston. And there's not, I mean, you're not going to get full eating crawfish. Well, I might. But it's more like, because there's only the little bitty tail that you eat from crawfish. And so it's more like a social thing, just kind of, and they're spicy, and then you drink the cold beer. Oh, yes, crawfish and beer. BYOB bingo. What else is on my list? Shopping, of course. And let's see, we might take a trip to Galveston. Galveston's about 45 to an hour away, not too far, so we might go down to the Gulf of Mexico for the day. Just whatever Canada Kim wants to do. All right, so now we are going to add the chicken stock, which is 8 cups of chicken broth. And so I said this is 4. And then I have whatever's in this can, which is, 2 cups. So I'm just going to make up the difference with some water. Hopefully it won't make too much of a difference. Alrighty then. And add the chicken stock and quinoa, bring it to a boil. Reduce the heat and simmer till the quinoa is cooked about 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, So we're going to let this come to a boil. And how much quinoa do I need? 2/3 of a cup of quinoa, rinsed well. And if you recall the other day, I said that, yeah, I did say that you need to rinse your quinoa. The one I buy is in a blue box, and darn it, if I looked it up online, it's in a blue box. It's called Harvest something, maybe, I can't remember. But anyway, whatever you buy, check to see if it's pre-washed. And usually, I'm gonna guess that if it's in a box, a pre-boxed box of quinoa, probably it's gonna be pre-washed, but it'll say on the box pre-washed. Possibly, if you're buying it in bulk, it might not be pre-washed, so wash it unless it says. If you're buying some quinoa and it doesn't clearly say anywhere on the container or in the bin that it's pre-washed, I would go ahead and wash it. Okay, so 2/3 of a cup of quinoa. Maybe, whoops, what is that? Oh, that's the lid, one piece of the cover to the box. I'm gonna add a little bit more, I think, to make it 2/3 of a cup. Okay, I'm good with that. Okay, so put the quinoa, add the chicken stock and quinoa, bring to a boil. So it's already on high. So I'm going to put this little cover on. What I'm gonna do first is, no, I'll say that to the end. Okay, so I'm going to put this lid on. This is a handy dandy gadget. I love this. This is a silicone, it's made by Quinoa, and it stops boil overs because it's open on the inside there. So when it starts bubbling and boiling, it just bubbles up here and lets the steam escape without having a big boil over it. I use this all the time. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so we're going to bring this to a boil. I'm just gonna kind of tidy up here. And then on the side, I have 2 cups of that leftover chicken. This is the end of that chicken. And that is it. Okay, and usually once you put this lid on, it doesn't take too long to come to a boil. Okay, reduce the heat and simmer till the quinoa is cooked about 15 minutes. So I'm gonna check it after 15 minutes. Then it says stir in the chicken, and we didn't add any salt and pepper, but it's in the list. That's okay, I guess I'll add it. When I add the chicken, I'll add the salt and pepper. Guessing. Okay. Now, also, I did just upload a diamond pen conversion video. So there's a little confusion, all due to me. So one of my friends in Canada said that she would like to learn how to convert diamond pens. And so I'm just kind of learning myself. I have made some. So I made a video because I had 2 pens that I bought from AliExpress that I wanted to convert. So when I was just starting the process, like, oh, let me video this and I'll send it to my friend. And I did, but in that video, I referred to her by name and her sister by name. So it was up for a short time, long enough for her and her sister to see it. Oops, the thing is off. That wasn't very smart. That thing goes right in there. Okay, that's okay. So because I called them out by name, because I didn't intend for it to go on my channel, although why I wouldn't think that, I have no idea. That would be a perfect opportunity to do something like that and just make it a generic, here it is for everybody. So then after she saw it, I took it down. But in the time that it was up, maybe 20 or 30 minutes, a couple people saw it. And unbeknownst to me, even though I made it private, the thumbnail was still on my channel. So then I got a couple messages, hey, I can't see your video, da 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 da. So then I took the original video and tried to crop it and crop the names out. So the beginning and the end is kind of sketchy, it's kind of cropped, but I think the rest of it will be okay. The angle is horrible. I should have filmed from above like I'm doing now, which I didn't do that either, because it was just kind of a spur of the moment thing. I didn't really plan it, but anyway, that's what happens. Okay, so this is, ooh, definitely boiling. So I'm going to turn the heat way down to low. And, where's my wooden spoon? Let it come way down. And so I'm going to pause it here and I will be back in 15 minutes. minutes. Yeah, well, it's a roiling boil, isn't it? Okay, I'll see you in 15 minutes. Bye. Okay, we're back. So I let this go at a low simmer for 15 minutes, and then I checked the quinoa, and it was translucent and tender. It wasn't hard and crunchy anymore. So then I added the chicken, a little bit of salt, because I find, even though I use low sodium chicken broth, I still find it a little salty, so just a little salt, but a lot of pepper, or like black pepper. And I did add some more poultry seasoning as well. And then I just kind of, basically you're just warming it up because the chicken is already cooked. So this has just been 2 minutes on here, and I believe it's done. I'm going to try to freeze some of this in like an individual lunch portions. I've never frozen the quinoa before. So if anybody knows how quinoa freezes, let me know. But this is our finished quinoa chicken soup. It smells good. It looks good. I had a taste. It tastes good. So if you have leftover chicken, and once you buy a box of quinoa, you'll probably have some leftover quinoa too. Give this one a try because I think it's a thumbs up. So yeah. So give it a try. Happy Sunday. Hope everybody's doing well. I will see you soon. Bye.